I'm here with Tyrone McCarthy. Tell us about your rugby league journey.
Oh yeah, started a long time ago back down at Woolston Rovers in the UK, Warrington. Followed in my brother's footsteps and just started going through there and then transitioned into the Warrington Wolves and the academy and debuted. Played a lot of student rugby before debuting in Super League with Warrington, and it's kind of took me around the world a couple of times back in too. So no, it's obviously played a couple of games with the Dragons in the NRL, and fortunate enough played a few big games back home in the grand finals and Challenge Cup finals. So I've had a good experience with it all playing, and then I've always coached alongside my football career with the scholarship and academy at Warrington, and then up in Queensland and running my own kind of charities too.
So we'll take you back. So you're a boy from Warrington, then you end up making your debut for Warrington in the Super League. That must have been a great
it was
day.
quite I graduated out of university, and then within 3 weeks I was making my debut for my hometown club, which obviously is kind of every boy's dream come true. That was probably my goal growing up, was just to play for Warrington, and I was fortunate enough 3 weeks later to play in a Challenge Cup final, which I'd never dreamed of doing. Warrington weren't the most successful team growing up, so never really got to see them in finals. But it was a bit of a whirlwind experience, and obviously fond memories.
That's unbelievable. So I think it was your third game. You're into the Challenge Cup final.
Yeah, 100%. So obviously didn't think I'd be playing in that game, and unfortunately for some of my teammates, they picked up injuries in the semi-final, the games leading into it, and then I got a tap on the shoulder off Tony Smith, and he went with me on the bench.
Unreal. And then in 2012, you had a win in the Challenge Cup final over Leeds at Wembley.
So got to return, and it was a nice kind of personal, because I played in every round that year, and it just turned up for the final, so it kind of felt like that was a well-earned medal at that time round, and managed to get over for a try too, which was obviously a great occasion for myself, but for my family too.
Wow. And then in 2015 you had another Challenge Cup final, but that didn't go so well.
It's a bittersweet day. Getting to lead a side out at Wembley is something that obviously I would cherish for the rest of my life, but the next 80 minutes was a pretty dour affair, 50-0. As I say, you can learn from everything, but it was a tough week in the end, and one that obviously I do reflect on quite often about things, what we could have done better, but that's hopefully going to leave me in good stead with my coaching career.
And you have played for a lot of different clubs. I look at your at your wiki, and it's quite a long list.
I have obviously I always had the ambition of just being a one-man club, and then when I got the opportunity to come out to Australia, travel has kind of always been in the, I guess it's my Irish roots, and the gypsy inside me is like wanting to kind of move around, and then I've kind of always, any opportunity that's arisen, and kind of grabbed it with both hands, and that's obviously led me to travel around and play for different clubs throughout my career.
And you mentioned Ireland there, so you're an Irish international too?
Yeah, that's probably my one constant is my amateur club, Woolston. I'll never have another amateur club, and then Ireland is I've got really proud of my Irish ancestry, and my father's side are Irish, and obviously half English too, so proud of that side too. But when it comes to making a decision, I think it was just more, I'd have been privileged to play for England, but I was really proud and honoured to play for Ireland.
And you ended up at the Northern Pride up there in North Queensland. You worked with JD and Joe Callahan there, did you?
Yeah, so I helped run the academies with Joe up there, and we got something going up there that was really productive with the school programme too. And then we had a successful year on the field too with the boys, winning both the competitions.
And you mentioned the Dragons. You had a couple of games with them. But...
At that time in my career, it was obviously I come over to play NRL, and unfortunately I was probably tracking all right, and then I tore my hamstring just before around the Christmas period, and then kind of put me back a bit, and then struggled with that all year, but fortunately kind of got a bit of form towards the back end of the season and managed to get my debut in a couple of games. And we had a good run with the reserve grade side, managed to pick up the New South Wales Cup and national title with them. But yeah, the ambition was to kind of cement my spot in the NRL team. But I guess at the time I wasn't quite good enough to do that.
And you're at Salford, and I played in England at the old Willows ground.
Yeah.
There's some sort of crowd there.
Yeah, no, they're a passionate bunch. There's small but mighty. Yeah, we had a good time there. It was a bit of a roller coaster time. I went in the Malman Kukash area, and then he pulled out. And there was a bit of obviously instability around the club. And then over the next 2-3 years, we managed to reach a couple of finals, which for the fans and the turnout and the droves at the grand final at Old Trafford. But yeah, we just fell short. But it was obviously a great experience to be part of, and seeing what you can do on a small budget and bringing the right people together, you can achieve good things.
And what are you doing here now at South? What's your role?
Yeah, head of pathways, so kind of overseeing everything from everything below the NRL with New South Wales Cup down to kind of working with the junior bunnies now and the Souths juniors, trying to implement that we've got a smooth transition from our local district, but also looking further afield to make sure that we're not missing the best talent that's available. Ultimately, is trying to improve our pathway, and then obviously make sure that we've got the next crop of NRL stars playing for the Rabbitohs.
Well, obviously there can be some improvements in our pathway system. It's not where we want it to be currently.
No, yeah, I think from a result point of view, we'd like to be challenged a bit higher up the ladders, but obviously our main focus is producing NRL players, and I think if you look at Liam LeBlanc even recently, but then Jai Gray, them players are getting developed, and that's got to be our focus. But I think, yeah, personally I like winning and I like being competitive, and I'd like to see us challenging at that top of the ladder, and that's about making our teams more competitive and getting the right processes in place to make sure that our teams are competitive and giving our elite players the best opportunity to shine.
And we're here at the Captain's Run, and I see you do a bit of work with the first grade team. Can we play finals footy?
Yeah, 100%. I think it's in our own hands. Is that obviously the tough and challenging start to the season. I feel like we've put that behind us, and we're tracking good now, and it's in our destiny if we keep winning games, and that's all we can control, and just kind of let the results look after themselves.
Oh, welcome to the club, Tyrone McCarthy. You're not related to the great Bob McCarthy?
No, not yet. Trying to find a way wherever I am, but no, yeah. If I can have any legacy like Bob, then obviously I'll be doing something okay.
Thanks, mate.
Thank you.